What's up, awesome YouTubers? Ryan1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you all. I hope you're all doing well out there, and today I'm here to do a horror movie pickup video and showing you all the latest horror movies or thrillers that I picked up within the last month, I would say. And we got some stuff from Arrow Video, some stuff from Vinegar Syndrome, Blue Underground, Imprint Films, and another, 4K upgrade that I want to talk about as well. But this is my latest update, and I've got other things outside of the horror movie genre, which I'll probably do in a separate video. But before I get started, I want to, change up my movie updates. And besides the things I'm going to talk about today, I really want to watch the Blu-rays, watch the 4Ks, recommend them, go into more detail with them, and kind of change up the way I do movie updates. And most of the time when I do movie updates, I'm just showing you the stuff that I picked up without really being able to talk about it and give you my opinion, because I haven't seen the transfers or the bonus features or sometimes even the movies. And so I want to kind of change that up a little bit. And so my updates might be sporadic. I might do them every couple of months. If I watch some of the Blu-rays or 4Ks or physical media that I get, I'll do an update then. And I want to give you my opinion of it and not just show it off. Showing it off is amazing. I love it. But I want to talk about it and give you more detail about it and recommend them. So updates are going to change a little bit. Again, it'll probably be every couple months when I do an update, or sporadically I'll do an update and maybe just have a handful of movies that I have seen and that I want to talk about and recommend to you guys, instead of just showing something off and saying that I got it, which I love doing that. I think that's fun. But I want to change up the updates, and I want to do something different. Not just show the case and not really give you my opinion on the transfer or the movie or the bonus features. So updates after this video will change. I have yet to see a lot of these transfers for these movies, so I'm just going to show these off. But I have seen pretty much all the films, except for maybe one title that I have here. So, I'll recommend the movie itself. But, yeah, I want to change up updates. So after this video, future updates, again, they're going to be sporadic. They're going to be every couple months. And I want to dive into the details of the product or products, talk about the movies, talk about the transfers, talk about the bonus features, and recommend them to you guys. So stay tuned for more updates to come, guys. I'm not going to stop doing them. I love talking about physical media. I love showing you guys what I have, but I want to change up the way I do movie updates now. So with that being said, let's get started with this update. This is everything from, again, horror movie wise. So, Blu-rays, 4Ks, boutique companies, and I got some great stuff to show you. So starting off, we got some Arrow editions. This came out maybe about a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago, and that is American Werewolf in London on 4K. This is obviously the same packaging that you had with the limited edition, deluxe edition Blu-ray, which I did have that at some point, but this is one of my favorite werewolf movies. It's one of my favorite movies in general. And so I wanted to upgrade and get it on 4K. So very excited to have that. Again, same packaging, same style that the Blu-ray did, or the Blu-ray edition had, but this is just the 4K. And again, I've yet to watch the transfer, so I'll probably do separate reviews and, really dive more into the detail. So it might be a while before I get to it, but if you guys want to see, if you guys want to hear my thoughts on the transfer and the bonus features and all that, just let me know down in the comments and I'll be happy to do that. But really excited to have that. This next one, I just got the Blu-ray not too long ago from Arrow Video, but that just had the director's cut. So this has both cuts of the movie, plus it's on 4K. It's one of my favorite movies. I love this film, and that is Robocop. So I picked up the standard Arrow Video Blu-ray, that came out a long time ago, and it just had the director's cut. So this has both cuts of the movie on 4K. They get their separate 4K discs, and it's loaded with bonus features. So I actually did not watch that Arrow Blu-ray that I had. I picked it up maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, and got it through an Arrow sale, so I did not pay too much for it. So upgrading this was definitely worth it. Again, it's one of my favorite movies. I love this film, and definitely something I wanted to grab. I love the limited edition box sets that they do. I think they do such a great job, Arrow Video. Obviously, they have the booklets here. They have the 4K itself. A lot of great detail, posters. And so again, if you guys want to see a more detailed video of this, definitely let me know down in the comments. And once I watch the transfer, I'll, talk about that as well during the video. So, but that is Robocop. Very excited to have that. The next one, and this is the last Arrow Video edition that I have, or the last Arrow Video pickup, is the 1994 Frankenstein, which I love this movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. I actually had the standard Blu-ray before this. Did not watch that Blu-ray. I actually watched this movie for the first time on DVD, and had that for a while, and then I found the standard Blu-ray for like $6. But when I found out that Arrow was releasing this, I wanted to pick it up. This again is the 4K, and that's the original artwork there. So I'll show you what the new artwork looks like. And there it is, which I think is pretty cool, but I love the poster artwork. I think it's fantastic. And so I switched it around there, but you do have the new artwork on the 4K itself, so the artwork's right there too. But yeah, very excited to have that. And again, if you guys want to see a review of this at some point when I watch it, I'll give you more detailed thoughts on it. But Frankenstein, 1994, it's a pretty underrated movie. Not a lot of people talk about it or love the film, but it's always been one that I've enjoyed. Going on to some Vinegar Syndromes. This is a, I guess like, not a Vinegar Syndrome title, but I got it off the website, and they're kind of connected in some way together. But this is from ETR Media, and that is the Scream Queens, My Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the Mark Patton documentary that came out on DVD maybe about 2 years ago, and I love that documentary. I have a review of that, so I'll leave it down below if you guys have never seen the or heard my thoughts on the documentary. But I love the documentary. This is one of my favorites, and it's so awesome that this has a Blu-ray. And again, I got this from Vinegar Syndrome's website, but this is from ETR Media, but you could buy it on Vinegar Syndrome's website. Love the slipcover. I think that's really cool. The claws are out. Awesome artwork. Then you got the new artwork for the Blu-ray. And then there's the back there. It has pretty much all the bonus features from the DVD, and it might have some extra bonus features. I'm not sure. So, but really cool to have it on Blu-ray. This is such a great documentary. Again, it's about Mark Patton, the star of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and he talks about his life growing up, coming out as being gay, living during the time in the 80s surrounding the AIDS epidemic. Talks about Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and the aftermath of that film and the hate that it got and the criticism. And then, it talks about his present time, where he is now in life, or when this documentary was made, where he was. I love Mark Patton. I've met him a couple times. I think he is fantastic. I love him, and one of the nicest people I've ever met. But Scream Queens, My Nightmare on Elm Street, this is amazing. Definitely pick up the DVD, pick up the Blu-ray. I think Shudder still might have it. I know Shudder had it at one point, and it's an amazing documentary. So definitely watch it if you've never seen it. I highly recommend it. The next Vinegar Syndrome title I picked up was Hard Rock Zombies and Slaughterhouse Rock. So this is a double feature Blu-ray, And I've never seen any of the movies, so I've wanted to see these films. They sound a lot of fun. I've heard fun things about them. So I picked this one up from Vinegar Syndrome. I think this was like a month ago or 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago when I got this. So I'm just getting around to showing it now. But yeah, I've always loved that cover for Slaughterhouse Rock, and I think that cover is really cool for Hard Rock Zombies. So really looking forward to digging into this again as well. Again, I haven't watched these movies yet, so looking forward to watching them, but very happy to have that. And I love Vinegar Syndrome. I love, 80s horror movies, nostalgic films, fun B movies. So I'm looking forward to watching them and checking them out soon. Which, by the way, I totally forgot to show you guys the inside of this. So there is the slipcover there. Again, double feature Blu-ray, but what's really cool is when you take off the slipcover, you do get that main artwork there, which is Hard Rock Zombies, and below it says bonus feature with Slaughterhouse Rock. But if you want to flip it over, you can actually have Slaughterhouse Rock being the main cover, and on the bottom it says bonus feature with Hard Rock Zombies. So very cool there. I'll actually switch that around now and show you what it looks like in reverse with the other artwork. Pretty cool. And there's Slaughterhouse Rock. And then both movies come on their separate Blu-rays, so I think that's really cool. Again, looking forward to diving into this as well and checking out the movies for the first time, the transfers, the bonus features. I think that's going to be pretty cool, so very much looking forward to that. The next three are not Arrow Video, but Blue Underground titles, which I don't collect Blue Underground titles as often as I do other companies, but they had a sale on MVD's website, and some 4Ks were on sale for like $24.98, and Blu-rays were like $17.98 and lower. Great prices, great items, great sales going on. I don't think the sale's going on anymore. I think it was a weekend thing, but I wanted to grab these, and these are all 4Ks from Blue Underground. The first one is Two Evil Eyes, which normally these Blue Underground 4Ks are almost $40, like $36.98. So this was on sale for $24.98, so that was a really good deal. Two Evil Eyes, I've never seen this. This is something I've wanted to see. I've heard great things about it. You have the late George A. Romero and Dario Argento directing some of these stories. It's an anthology story, and I love anthologies. I think they're great. And you got a great cast here, including Harvey Keitel and Adrienne Barbeau. So very cool to have that. This did not come with the slipcover, but for $24.98, that was a great deal. And I know it's been out a while, so I think the slipcovers are kind of limited. But Two Evil Eyes, really excited to watch that. Again, big fan of Romero, rest in peace. Love Dario Argento as well. So I'm looking forward to watching what should be a fun anthology movie. And then the last two Blue Underground titles that I picked up are upgrades from the Blue Underground Blu-rays I had, which these are 4K and Blu-ray combos. Originally I wasn't gonna get these, but these were a part of the sale, so I grabbed them. And I love this trilogy. I love this franchise. There's 3 movies, so technically a trilogy, but I love them all pretty much. With the second film being my favorite one. These are fun, late 80s, early 90s movies, so I'm really happy to have them. That is Maniac Cop 2 and Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. So very cool to have these, and they came with the slipcovers. That's even better. I love slipcovers, so I'm happy when they have them. But Maniac Cop 2, let's talk about this movie, because this is my favorite of the Maniac Cop movies. I love this. I think it's better than the first one, even though I love the first movie. It just, for me, the story, is slightly better. The cast is great. I love the villain. I like the character Maniac Cop. He's a vengeful cop or ghost who comes back from the dead and wreaks havoc around, I believe, New York City. And in this movie, he's getting revenge on the people that killed him, that wrongfully accused him, put him in prison, and he goes after the people that killed him as well. But Maniac Cop 2. I love the movie. Again, better than the first one, but I love both those films. Really love this trilogy. And this is a great one. So if you don't have a 4K, I would say definitely pick up the Blu-ray. It's worth owning in your collection. If you've never seen this movie, just go out and buy it. This is a must purchase. I love these films. I think they're a lot of fun, and they're kind of underrated compared to a lot of other 80s and early 90s horror movies that we have. So if you love slasher movies, if you love just fun, nostalgic 80s films in general, or early 90s films in general too, these are movies you want to add to your collection. So Maniac Cop, awesome. Again, this is a Blu-ray and 4K combo. Two Evil Eyes is just the 4K on the movie on 4K, and then the Blu-ray is the bonus features. So you don't have the movie on Blu-ray with this edition, but it is available on Blu-ray from Blue Underground. But there is Maniac Cop 2, and then Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. This was actually the first one I saw out of any of them. I had the old kind of slim DVD from one of those like cheap companies that release some of these movies with bad picture quality. I can't remember the name of it, but it was one of the first DVDs that I had when I was diving into horror movies, and I was at a GameStop and it was like $1.59, so I was like, I'm gonna grab that, check it out, and had that DVD for the longest time. Then I got the Blu-ray version from Blue Underground, and now I have the 4K. And what I love about the Blue Underground version is that you get the unrated cut. So the previous DVD I had was the theatrical cut. So rather you get this edition or the Blue Underground Blu-ray, you're getting the unrated cut, which is the one to watch, definitely. This movie had a lot of problems in the making, 2 directors, and I think reshoots, and so many different things happened with the third movie, but I overall really enjoy this one. I would say I overall really love it. I really enjoy the movie. There are things I love about it, though. I think it's a fun film. I think it's the weakest of the 3 movies, but it's very entertaining, and overall, again, I love this trilogy. I love these movies. I have a lot of fun with them. I think they're a great time, and I definitely recommend all 3 of them. I even think the third movie, again, is a film that I'm close to loving it, but overall, I really enjoy the film. So, Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence, again, a lot of fun. These movies are very entertaining. Again, this is a 4K and Blu-ray combo, so very cool there. And the last 3 things I'm going to talk about, 2 of them are imprint titles. This is a company from overseas. I really love this company. I love what they're doing. Even though I don't have a lot of their releases, I do have Mothman Prophecies. I think that's a great addition. And so I wanted to pick up these 2 as well. The first one I'm going to talk about is Stir of Echoes. This is one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite underrated movies out there. And one that doesn't get a lot of talk. It does have a fan base, but it doesn't get enough love. So if you're a fan of 90s horror movies, if you love stuff outside of like Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Urban Legend, and you're wanting to try to find other 90s horror movies, this is one, guys, to check out and pick up. I highly recommend either getting this edition or just getting the Lionsgate Blu-ray if you can find it. That's the one I had for the longest time. But this is one of my favorites, so I wanted to get Stir of Echoes from Imprint Films. I've heard the transfer is amazing. I hear the bonus features are great. I'm looking forward to diving into this and doing a detailed review on the movie because the movie's underrated, but also talking about the transfer, talking about the bonus features. This was a film that I rented at Blockbuster a lot and right away loved it. Still love it today, 20 plus years later, and this is fantastic. So Stir of Echoes, definitely pick up that movie. Whichever edition you get, just own that movie in your collection. And then this last film from Imprint Films is Fire in the Sky, which I did not get the slipcover with it. That's a limited thing that you get. But I wanted to get the movie anyway. Fire in the Sky is a film that I remember small things about. I remember this movie being terrifying and very suspenseful, very eerie. I'm looking forward to rewatching this movie. I might watch it today. and check it out again because it's been a long time since I've seen it. But it's based on a true story. It's got some nightmarish imagery and scenes in the film. It definitely has an effect on you when you watch this movie. But, I love this subgenre of alien movies out there. This is an abduction film. And, I'm looking forward to rewatching this. So I'll definitely be talking about this one as well and giving you a more detailed review on the Blu-ray and the bonus features and the movie itself, because it's going to be something that I'm pretty much going in with fresh eyes because I haven't seen it in a very long time. I know Scream Factory is going to be releasing this, but I just wanted to get the imprint films released since it's out there and pick it up. So looking forward to revisiting that one. And then the last movie in this stack of films that I have is an upgrade, and that is Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is Francis Ford Coppola's 1992, I believe. Yeah, 1992 film based on the story of Dracula, the character. I love this film. Again, a movie that I absolutely love. It came out 2 years before Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein, so I have them both on 4K now. Again, I really love Frankenstein. I think it's great, but this one is definitely better. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love this film. I highly recommend just buying this movie if you don't have it in your collection. If you've never seen the film, you need to watch it. You need to own it. If you're a fan of the film, definitely pick it up, either on Blu-ray or 4K. Again, just own it in your collection. I picked this one up pretty cheap. It was $17.99, so not like super cheap, but this is one of my favorite films, so it's worth upgrading on. And I remember for the longest time, it was like $20+, so did not want to pay over $20 for it. Again, I love the film, but I've had previous releases of the film. But for $17.99, I thought that was an amazing deal, and I love the film. Despite some acting in this, I think Keanu Reeves is a great actor, but definitely one of the weakest things about the movie. You do have some amazing visuals in this, practical effects. Gary Oldman is amazing as Dracula. His transformation throughout the whole film is just fantastic. And this is an underrated Francis Ford Coppola movie compared to a lot of his other films. I mean, when you talk about Francis Ford Coppola, you talk Godfather, but, for me, and this is an unpopular opinion because I've seen it more, this is my favorite Francis Ford Coppola movie. More because I love scary films. Also, I've seen this movie more than the Godfather movies, and I just really love what he did with this film. So, Dracula, we're really excited to have this. This is actually turning 30 years old this year, so that's crazy to think that this movie is going to be 30 years old. So this is the 25th anniversary edition. It's been out for a long time, and I'm really looking forward to rewatching this. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's an absolute favorite of mine, and just a classic film in my opinion. So that is everything that I have in this update, guys. This is more, again, horror movies, boutique labels I wanted to go over and talk about. Again, with my updates in the future, I want to, really dive more into, the transfers and the bonus features, really give you guys a recommendation there and not just show off the case and talk about it briefly. I really want to dive more into, the details about it. So the updates will be sporadic. I'll probably have a handful of movies to talk about and then talk about some other movies in an update. But I really want to, just go over more about the releases and not just show off the cases. I think that's a lot of fun. I love movie updates. I love people talking about films, and I love, showing off physical media because that's what I love, like a lot of you guys love. But I want to dive more into reviewing these things, recommending these releases, and see if they're worth picking up. So, stay tuned for different updates to come, but I will still be doing updates. I'll still be doing movie updates because I love watching them. I love making them, but they're going to be a little different from now on. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Happy Sunday to you all. Everybody have a great week out there. Have a great week this week coming up. And again, I hope you're all doing well. And thank you for your support and love. It truly means a lot to me, guys. You guys are the best. And stay tuned for more videos to come. So, as always, you guys are awesome. You guys rock. in with the positive, out with the negative. Go eat some Skittles. And remember to always be yourself, because you're amazing and you're beautiful. And I love you guys. And I'll definitely talk to you guys later. Bye.